Ever catch on to the fact that some of the most perceptive, deeply emotionally intelligent people you know didn't get that way from, like, reading self-help books or going to fancy schools? Nah, it usually comes from something way heavier. It comes from trauma. I know, saying trauma makes you smarter sounds kind of wild, maybe even a little messed up. But hear me out, because a lot of mental health pros are talking about this exact thing now. It's called traumatic intelligence. Basically, the exact same fire that burned you actually rewired the way your brain processes the entire world. You've probably run into people with this vibe, or, honestly, you might be one of them and just think you're an overthinker. Today we're breaking down 12 signs that you're walking around with one of the rarest, most intense forms of intelligence out there. And pay attention to the last few, because the things you probably hate most about yourself are actually your biggest flexes. Let's get into it. Number 1, you are literally the ultimate human vibe check. You know exactly what I mean. You walk into a room, maybe it's a family Thanksgiving, maybe just hanging with friends at a bar, and boom, you instantly feel the weird energy.
He's been saying that for...
Like, nobody is yelling, everybody's smiling, but you know someone was just fighting. Your brain is practically hardwired for pattern recognition. Because back in the day, figuring out people's unpredictable moods before they exploded was just how you survived. Now, a quick shift in someone's tone, slightly stiff shoulders, a weird sigh, you pick it up instantly. It's like a superpower, but honestly, it's also exhausting because you literally cannot turn the radar off.
Why won't it budge?
Second thing.
It's welded.
Let's call it next level predictive empathy.
There must be another way.
Standard empathy is just, oh, you're sad. I'm sad for you. But for you, it's like playing emotional chess. You see what someone needs before they even have a clue they need it. Say your friend is venting, swearing they're totally fine, but you see them picking at their cuticles or their voice gets a little tight.
Wait a minute.
You don't wait for them to break down. You just slide them a tissue or quietly close the door to give them privacy. You're anticipating needs based on micro-expressions you had to learn the hard way. Oprah actually talked about this, how her rough past basically built her superpower to read guests. You've got that same thing going on. Number 3 is wild. You are bizarrely calm when the absolute worst happens. Like, the sky is falling, everyone at work is losing their minds over a crisis, or there's an emergency on the road, and you're just chilling. You switch into this cold, calculated fix-it mode. Psychologists call this stress inoculation. Your nervous system has been through so much actual garbage that a regular Tuesday meltdown barely registers. You've literally rehearsed disaster a million times in your head. So when chaos hits, you become the anchor for everyone else. 4, you're basically an unlicensed therapist. When someone is rude to you or acting super toxic, your first reaction isn't even to get mad anymore.
You're worthless.
It's just analytical curiosity.
I'm not.
You're like, why are they projecting their unresolved childhood stuff onto me right now?
Analyzing and organizing these
You dissect every word, every eye roll, not to be petty, but to map out the trauma behind their mask. It makes you super compassionate, sure, but it's a heavy burden. You see the deep loneliness behind the loud, obnoxious party guy.
Hilarious.
You can't just live on the surface with people. Okay, number 5, and this is a new one we gotta talk about. You are a total social chameleon. Depending on who you're talking to, you kind of morph your personality, your energy, maybe even your sense of humor to match theirs. You probably don't even realize you're doing it half the time. It's not being fake, it's a survival tactic. Growing up, you had to figure out exactly what version of yourself would keep the peace or keep you safe from criticism. So now, you can seamlessly fit into literally any group. The downside?
Good morning,
Sometimes
doctor.
you get home, look in the mirror, and you're like, wait, who the hell am I actually? Number 6, an elite, completely unexplainable BS detector. Someone comes up to you, big smile, saying all the right things, total golden retriever energy.
Please, just stop.
But your stomach just drops. Something is off. You don't have receipts, you can't prove it, so you gaslight yourself like, ugh, I'm just being paranoid again. But spoiler alert, 6 months later, the mask slips and that person turns out to be incredibly toxic. Trust me, it's not vague magic. Your brain just remembers the microscopic red flags that you didn't even consciously process. 7. You are hyper-independent to a fault. You've got a plan A, B, C, and literally a plan Z. Lose your job? You're not crying, you're redoing your resume at 2 a.m. Sink leaking?
With
You're on
these
YouTube
resources,
figuring out
I'll build
plumbing
the most
instead of calling a
complex
guy.
shelter this island has ever
You basically
seen.
live by the motto,
Indeed, your
no one is coming to
determination
save me.
impressive, Owen.
It makes you crazy resourceful, but man, letting someone help you feels like a trap. Depending on someone feels like a weakness that's gonna get you hurt, so you'd
Okay,
rather
yes.
carry the whole world on your back than owe someone a
You don't have
favor.
to.
Number 8. You experience life in emotional 4K resolution. You're highly sensitive. A random sunset or a beautiful piece of music can literally make you tear up because it's so profoundly beautiful. But the flip side?
Breaking news.
A harsh
global markets
comment,
crash,
loud
political
noises,
unrest,
or seeing
economic
awful
crisis,
stuff on the
natural
news
disasters,
completely wrecks
spreading
you.
panic. Warning.
Your nervous system is stripped bare. You don't have a filter to block out the world's input. You feel
I've
everything at
done it.
100%, which makes you deeply creative and loving, but also
I've
just
done
so
it.
tired. Number 9. We have to talk about the dark humor. Oh man, you probably use
And that's how I
sarcasm
earned
and
my
incredibly
doctorate in dad
morbid
jokes.
jokes to cope with
Oh,
literally
no.
everything. While
Oops.
other people are clutching their pearls over a bad situation, you're dropping a joke
Wasn't
about your
me.
own trauma that
Nothing
makes
to
the
see
whole
here.
room go dead silent. To you, laughing at the terrible stuff
Look at
strips
it
away its
go.
power. It's your armor.
It's nothing but a toy
But
now.
yeah,
I
you've
almost
definitely
said it.
had to learn to read the
Just
room
kidding,
before
I'm okay.
dropping one of those jokes at a polite dinner party. 10. Your trust is locked behind a literal electric fence. You don't just hand out the best friend title. You sit back, you watch
This
how
isn't
people
what I
treat the
ordered.
barista, how they handle
so sorry,
gossip,
let me fix
whether
that
they
for you.
actually keep their word on the
Absolutely
tiny
not. I'll
things.
take it this way.
It's adaptive skepticism. You're protecting your peace. But if someone actually passes all your secret little tests, you are ride or die. You will be the first one
Hold
there when
on
their
tight.
life falls apart. You keep your circle tiny, but it's
Thank
solid
you.
gold.
That was close.
Number
Ah,
11.
this is-
You suck at
Ow,
relaxing.
what the?
Seriously,
Agony.
sitting on the couch
Help.
doing nothing is actual torture for you.
It's killing me.
Your brain immediately starts screaming about unfinished emails, side hustles, or what might go wrong next year. This is leftover hyper-vigilance. Silence used to mean the storm was coming, so your brain says, if I'm busy, I'm in
Almost there.
control,
One more.
and if I'm in
I've got it.
control, I'm safe. You probably toe the line of being a workaholic. Unlearning that and realizing that resting isn't a moral failure is probably the hardest homework you'll ever have. And finally, number 12, you have a
won't harm
visceral,
them.
shaking reaction to injustice.
Stand back, fool.
It genuinely drives you crazy. Seeing someone get bullied, or watching the system screw someone over, even a stranger on the internet, makes your blood boil. People always tell you to chill out or it's not your problem, but you literally can't ignore it. You know exactly what it feels like to be helpless, so your moral compass is razor sharp. You refuse to let the world be that cold, and you step up to protect people when no one else will. Look, nobody is out here trying to glorify trauma. Nobody asked to trade a carefree, normal childhood for this kind of heavy awareness. We don't get to pick the garbage we go through, but we do get to choose who we become afterward. If you're checking all these boxes, please understand something. You are not broken. You are not too much. You took the absolute worst hands dealt to you and turned them into this fierce empathy, sharp awareness, and ridiculous strength. You're like a lighthouse, not because things have been sunny, but because you learned how to survive the dark. You're not alone in this. There's a whole tribe of us out here overthinking everything and
doing
quietly
so
trying to make the
well.
world a little less awful.
I am here for you.
If this hit home for you, drop a comment below. I'd
Come join
seriously
us.
love to hear your story.
Yeah.
Hit
pull up a
subscribe
seat.
if you want to keep hanging out and having these real conversations. Take a deep breath today.
Goodbye.
Go easy on yourself. You've survived a lot.
I'm gonna follow the
Catch
sun.
you guys in the next one.